Hello, I'm Eric, the Buddhist Life Coach. Welcome to this video. One of the things that Buddhism and life coaching share is an interest in the weird and wonderful world of our emotions, both finding ways to develop the positive ones and ways to get free from the less pleasant ones. Now, many of us feel the controlling power of our negative emotions on a regular basis. And I sometimes ask people, what's your favorite negative emotion? The one that you keep going back to again and again. For some people, it's anger. For others, sadness or depression, confusion. And there are plenty of other options. Today, we're going to look at fear. So what is fear? And importantly, what can we do to get free from it, partially or perhaps even completely? To answer the first question, fear is the emotion we experience when we feel or believe that something bad is going to happen or might happen, and that this is a problem. This second part is very important because if we believe that a bad thing is going to happen, but that we're going to be completely okay when it does, then we won't experience fear. So let's have a little look at some of the things that trigger our fears. Some of the things that we fear are quite likely to happen. For example, if our boss likes shouting at people and we've just made a mistake, then our fear is perfectly realistic. But we also fear some quite exotic things. For example, I'd better not go outside today in case a space satellite falls on my head. Now, you might think I'm being frivolous, but are all the things that we fear really very likely to happen? Not at all. So, what to do about this? Many people, if you challenge them about their fears, will say, "My realistic fears are realistic and non-negotiable. I intend to keep them." Now, I can't recommend that strategy because it's a cause of unnecessary misery. Another option is to start chipping away at some of the sillier fears, such as satellite-induced head injury syndrome, and hope that eventually we get to the bigger, more realistic ones. However, I think we should aim higher than that. I think we should go directly to the ones that really will happen or might happen in our lives. So, how about this as a strategy? Tell yourself, yes, this thing is probably going to happen. Yes, it will be unpleasant. And yes, I have all the resources I need to come out of it completely safely. Now, we might like to add, whatever doesn't kill me makes me stronger, yada yada. But we don't need to channel our inner Rambo. It's enough to know that actually we'll be okay. Here's a concrete example. I often go to India, so people ask me, should I go too? Unfortunately, a lot of people fear India, thinking that it's a filthy, dirty place full of beggars and poor people, where you'll wait hours, perhaps days, for late trains, be given wrong directions to where you want to go, catch numerous diseases, slip on cow shit, and not be able to get a decent cappuccino. So when people ask me about India, that's pretty much what I tell them, because after all, it's true. And I say that with a smile that conveys that actually that's not a problem. And you could have a lot of fun embracing that. So I say, it's great, you should go. Now, I could also tell them about the better things in India, the fantastic food, the scenery, the architecture, the culture, the color, and the fact that Indians are among the nicest people in the world. But for me, it's more important to empower people with the idea that I have the resources to deal with the less fun parts of going to India, and I believe that they have those resources too, should they choose to go. Now, India is a fantastic place to meet and get to know your resourcefulness, but you can actually choose to find out more about resourcefulness in any situation you find yourself, if you choose to. So thank you for watching. See you in the next video, and until then, enjoy your resourcefulness.